Hello friends. Now let us take up the concept number 4, 17.4, java.lang.Object class description. Object class. This is stored in java.lang package that already I have explained to you. In order to master Java, you must know about the object class completely. This is a special class, and if you understand its profile completely, you can understand the real strategies of Java developers. Many points you can understand. So that's why especially I am focusing on the class, and I am giving the complete description to you. As I told you, Java object class is a special class. It is at the root of all Java classes. You can call it as root or top, because we write diagrams in vertically. That's why you can call it as on the top, or otherwise simply as a general parlance you can call it as a root also. I don't mind, but you have to understand its position. So this is the object class. Now it is at the top. Nothing, no class is placed above the object class. The supermost class. Okay. So any Java class you take, it may be API class or it may be programmer defined class. Every class is directly or indirectly subclass of the object class. First point what you have to understand is every Java class, whether it was defined in the Java class library or it may be defined by a programmer, all classes are subclass of the object. But when we are creating a subclass, normally what we do? We have to do extends class, we have to use cylinder extends circle. Okay, like that we write car extends vehicle, employee extends person. Like that extends class we use. As far as object is concerned, extend class is not required. Implicitly, whatever class you write, implicitly it is the forefather. That means it is the super class of it. Extend class is not required. So one thing, by this you can draw a conclusion. What is that? Every Java class is a subclass except one. What is that? Object. Every Java class, any class you name, that is subclass of object. So except object class, every class is a subclass in Java. That is the first point. And what is the strategy? Now we see here different class I have written. These are library classes, this is the user defined class. These are all directly subclass of the object. Now this is a one user defined class what I have defined, calendar. From by extending calendar I have created two classes, day on update, other one is rectangular month. These are the subclass of the calendar. So for all these classes they are direct superclass. For the two classes indirect superclass. However, it is a superclass. What is the strategy behind it? Why Java developers created this type of hierarchy? You have to understand. There is a big strategy behind it. Just I will give you an analogy first, thereafter I will explain. In your college, there are around 30 classrooms, different 30 classes are there. Now, your college management has to provide a library for all the classes, regardless of their stream or semester. Now there are two options for that. One is providing library for every classroom independently. That is one. Second one is providing a common library for all the students regardless of their stream, regardless of their semester, creating one central library. That is one strategy. Which one anybody follows? Central library only. A common pool is provided. In the same analogy is applicable to washrooms also. Washrooms, common washrooms are provided for all the students in the college. Okay. So, by that, what is the convenience? I need not explain to you. Okay. In the same manner, every Java class may require some general utility services. General utility services. In a particular program, that class may require those one or more general utility services or may not require. If it requires, it should be explicitly created. Every time creating general utility services may be difficult. The programmer's burden is more. The program will be lengthy. There is scope for bugs. All these are there. In order to reduce this burden, one strategy is there. Common facility. Suppose whatever general utility services are required may be required by the Java classes are provided to this, provided by in the object class, as it is the super class by its status. Every Java class can inherit it. Suppose your father is having certain property, automatically you are inheriting it. Your forefather is having certain property, you are able to inherit that. Like that, a superclass is having some general utility methods. Then all other Java classes by their status being subclasses of this object superclass, they inherit them and use them. Use them directly as they are, or otherwise if they want more functionality or they want to make some changes in the functionality of the method, whatever object class provides, they may change it. That what we call override that. Whatever general utility methods provided by the object may be used by any Java class as it is, or it may make modifications to that according to its program requirement by method overriding process. That is the greatest facility. Because of that, programming will be simple. Otherwise, whenever general utility are required, programmer must explicitly define them. That's why the code will be lengthy. That point you remember. Number 2, another great advantage is there. In Java, it is strictly type checking. Type. Suppose if you take an array, all elements should belong to one type. So, only homogeneous elements can be stored in the array. Heterogeneous elements are not stored. Okay. So, type is certain places, type is very, very core. Here, if you see one strategy there, now it is a family hierarchy. A at the top. From A, we are taking A is having B, C, D, 3 children, and B is having E, F, 2 children, E is having M, N, 2 children, F is having Y, O, 1 child, like this. This is family hierarchy. Now, in this, if you talk about reference, compatibility of the reference. Now, you see M, N, E is the compatible reference for M and N, because for M and N, E is the parent. That's why it is a compatible reference. For O, F is the compatible reference, and for P, G is the compatible reference. For R, S, I is the compatible reference. So, but in contrary, now for O, E is not the compatible reference. For R, H is not the compatible reference. For X, L is not the compatible reference, that you know. But for the entire family from B to Z, anybody you take, what is the compatible reference? A. A is the compatible reference for A. So, any of these 25 objects references can be assigned to A. Do you agree with that or not? So, a common reference we are able to create for the entire family, this family. In the same manner, for entire Java classes, those may be library classes or user defined classes, one common reference is there, that is object. If you understand this strategy, you can derive many benefits, you can overcome many limitations